How rich people think. Today's episode 15. How rich people think. That's the topic I wanted to touch today.
Cómo las personas ricas piensan. Es interesante este
How rich people think. You know, a lot of people don't understand that wealth is a mindset. It's a mentality. Just like rich, poor is a mindset. But there's levels to the mindset, depending how much you want to grow, right? I want to start with one video. Obviously, let me put this video. Doesn't want to play. Let me put it from here. It doesn't want to play live. But
Vamos a escuchar el video.
ve hablando algo, ve diciéndote algo.
En base a ese tema de hoy, cómo las personas ricas piensan, yo he escuchado varios audios y de esos varios audios he escuchado que dentro de nosotros hay una persona rica y una persona pobre. Es decir, que todo ya como tú visualizas, si tú te visualizas como pobre, pero tú creces lo que tú dejas que crezca. Es decir, si tú te visualizas ser pobre, pobre va a estar. Si tú visualizas que tú serás rico, pero ¿cuál es la diferencia? Que las personas se ponen y se autoevalúan y dicen, oh, yo quiero ser rico. Muchas veces todo en la mentalidad. Es decir, si una persona se visualiza pobre, lógico que es pobre en su mentalidad.
The primary purpose of money is to pay bills. Middle class people think the primary purpose of money is to pay their bills on time so they can maintain good credit, so they can buy more stuff they can't afford, but they can afford the payments. Rich people use debt totally. Poor people are afraid of debt. Middle class people are used by debt. Rich people use debt to create wealth and avoid taxes legally. It's a different way of thinking. Poor people think the primary purpose of money is to pay bills.
Listen to it again.
Middle class people think the primary purpose of money is to pay their bills on time so they can maintain good credit, so they can buy more stuff they can't afford, but they can afford the payments. Rich people use debt totally. Poor people are afraid of debt. Middle class people are used by debt. Rich people use debt to create wealth and avoid taxes legally. It's a different way of thinking. Poor people.
Rich people, remember, poor to me is passing opportunities over repeatedly. But on today's episode, I want to talk about how rich people think, right? Rich people think in terms of leveraging, leveraging other people. It could be other people's resources, but I'm going to break down what type of resources. Capital, money, time, effort, because it's energy, right? Because we only have a limited time during the day.
Claro.
A limited time during the week, if it makes sense. So, how rich people think? Rich people think in terms of how can I basically get what I want faster. Success loves speed. Poor people, when they think, when they want something, even though they want it fast, instant, they don't delay gratify. Because delayed gratification is part of how rich people think.
Claro.
But getting rich, you got to do it with a sense of urgency, if it makes sense.
Lo hacen como emergencia, pero sabe que es para largo plazo. A diferencia de la mentalidad pobre, quiere cosas instantáneas. Es decir, la quieren inmediatamente. Y ahí es que está el truco de la diferencia cuando tú quieres la cosa, que tú pones el esfuerzo, pero sabes que a lo largo de la vida va a tener tu recompensa. Pero a uno pensar que quiere la cosa al instante, solo lo va a disfrutar en el instante.
Hear this video.
I can make money much faster than Apple or Tesla, and I would use debt. I wouldn't use my money.
But do you think they use their money to grow?
Of course not. Look at Amazon, this guy Bezos, right? He's one of the richest men in the world. Do you think he pays any taxes?
I wouldn't bet on that.
He doesn't pay taxes. Trump doesn't pay taxes. I don't pay taxes. So the question is, how do guys like us do it is the question you should be asking. Now, if I borrow money, guess what? Do I pay taxes on debt?
I guess no.
Okay, question everything.
Okay.
So how do I get rich? I borrow money and I buy assets with it. I can make money much faster.
So, how rich people think? They borrow money. OPM, other people's money. They borrow money, believe it or not, for everything they want to get done, do. They don't sell their time. Rich people invest In what? Huh?
Que invest.
Rich people buy time.
Claro.
Poor people sell time. So difference.
Es diferente.
How rich people think. See, today is Sunday. Today, we were supposed to be doing the Bible business study. And in reality, the Bible business study was a concept that was created by us to pretty much explain the spiritual to the financial. Because everything lands in the 5 pillars, right?
Claro.
So from the spiritual, you got to get to the mental, to get to the physical, to get to the emotional, in order to get to the financial. Rich people think in terms of how can I connect A and Z? A is the vision, the idea, the opportunity. Z is the outcome. How can we get it done? If it makes sense. If I want to get anything done, I think in terms like, who has it already done? I don't think in terms like, let me do it myself. I think in terms of who already has what I want done. And then I go and say, okay, this person has what I want. I go and ask him, how you got it? How did you get it done?
¿Qué tiempo te tomó?
How long did it take you? What did you do to get that?
Claro.
Make sense? So I start asking a lot of questions. And then based on those answers, then I go and basically apply it, whatever they told me, and go and acquire the thing as well. Because at the end of the day, how rich people think, we think in an abundance. Just because you have what I want doesn't mean that I want what you have. I don't know if it makes sense.
Claro.
I believe that there's also somewhere else something similar to what you have,
Es cierto.
if it makes sense.
Claro.
Can you tell me a little story of when you started switching your mindset to how rich people think?
Ok, se puede decir hace alrededor de 8 meses comencé a mi mentalidad a cambiarla. Pero mayormente fue cuando comencé, de los 8 meses después, 2 meses después, porque cuando tú estás transitando de cambiar tu mentalidad de empleado a inversionista, es como una mentalidad muy diferente y tú chocas, porque ya yo tenía, es decir, 33 años como empleada, se puede decir, desde mi 20 o 23, se puede decir, ya yo tenía casi que 10 años, ya yo, para mi mentalidad pensaba que el dinero, yo tenía que trabajarlo para ganar el dinero. Entonces, yo me hacía muchas preguntas. Mi mentalidad y cambiando, yo veía que cada día más algo nuevo yo aprendía. Entonces, una de las cosas que más me incentivaba ver los hábitos, las cosas que la persona rica pensaba, cómo la mente a uno le va cambiando. Entonces, fueron como tantas cosas y como tanta información en mi mente que yo misma me cuestionaba y me decía, wow, es verdad que cuando uno se pone en querer algo, uno lo puede lograr. No es que mi mente es completamente ya así, porque uno nunca termina de crecer, pero sí la mentalidad que yo tenía de antes y la mentalidad que tengo ahora es muy diferente, porque antes yo tenía una mentalidad limitante, es decir, como que si eso era lo que yo tenía, ya con eso me quedaba. Ahora yo veo que si una persona tiene algo, yo no tengo que querer lo que otra persona, solo lo veo como una persona a seguir, pero no que quiero lo que esa persona quiere. Es decir, que Dios hizo este mundo con mucha abundancia. Al yo ver esta vida así, en abundancia, yo digo, no, ¿por qué yo tengo que limitarme? Si mi mentalidad antes era limitada.
Good thing you brought the abundance mentality. I'm going to play this up. Listen to this.
Rich people often have distinct mindsets and habits that set them apart from others. Here are some common ways they think and behave. 1, abundance mentality. They believe there's enough success to go around and focus on creating opportunities rather than competing for limited resources. 2, long-term vision. They prioritize long-term goals over short-term gratification, often making sacrifices today for greater rewards tomorrow. 3, risk management. They understand the importance of taking calculated risks and are not afraid to fail. They view failures as learning opportunities. 4, continuous learning. They invest in their own education and self-improvement, staying curious and always seeking new knowledge. 5, networking. They recognize the value of building strong relationships and networks, understanding that success often comes from who you know as much as what you know. 6, focus focus on investments. They make their money work for them through investments, understanding the power of compounding and diversifying their portfolio. 7, time management. They are efficient with their time, often outsourcing tasks that are not worth their time, allowing them to focus on higher value activities. 8, positive attitude. They maintain a positive mindset, seeing opportunities where others see obstacles, and are resilient in the face of challenges. 9, discipline and self-control. They have strong discipline in their financial habits, such as budgeting, saving, and controlling spending. 10, value creation. They focus on creating value for others, understanding that wealth is generated by solving problems and meeting needs. These traits and mindsets contribute to their ability to accumulate and maintain wealth over time.
As you guys can see, How to Be Rich. This book is uploading to Instagram. I will teach you to be rich. If you read this book, I will teach you to be rich. You're gonna notice that everybody that you come across is gonna think different. Every person that is wealthy or rich or has, results or material possession, everybody's mindset is different, if it makes sense. I recommend people to study different people, right? But understand something. The minute you start figuring out, your own way on how you want to become rich, you're going to notice something. That the people that could teach you the best lessons are the people that literally came from nothing, that started from zero.
Claro.
Not the people that came from parents that, if it makes sense.
Pusieron más esfuerzo a lo que quisieron lograr.
That's why the way I teach people how to become rich is simple, because I don't complicate things. How rich people think, I'm going to simplify it. I think in terms of leverage. My favorite word is leverage. Why? Because I want to leverage other people's resources overall.
Claro.
It's other people. I'm not limited to my resources. A true wealthy individual, rich person, understands that your resources that you have in your hand are limited if you're only using your resources. But if you use other people's resources, it could be other people's, experiences, other people's time,
Esfuerzo.
efforts, other people's money. You got me? Other people's overall, everything other people have. If you come and do a mastermind and everybody bring everybody the resources to the table, en la unión está la fuerza.
Es cierto.
If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, let's go together. Teamwork makes the dream work. So I'm all about leverage. To me, getting wealthy, getting rich is simple, it's easy. The first thing you got to do, if it's money that you need, understand that money is only a byproduct of value creation, right? You got to have an idea. So automatically, the minute you create that idea, you're solving a problem.
Claro.
Right? So rich people think in terms of what problem, what idea, what opportunity can I create that for the marketplace where I could help not just simply myself, but help, other people.
Persona.
Make sense?
Claro.
Remember, we get paid in direct proportion to the difficulty of the problems we know how to solve. If you help enough people get what they want, eventually you're going to get everything you want, if it makes sense.
Es cierto.
Right?
Sí.
So I have my formula, right? And I'm going to play this thing basically to explain my formula when it comes to basically getting money.
Okay.
Thinking how rich people think.
Getting rich typically involves a combination of strategic planning, disciplined execution, and continuous learning. Here's a detailed approach based on your outline. 1, borrow money first. Strategic borrowing. Take out loans or seek investment with a clear plan on how to use the funds to generate more income. Good debt versus bad debt. Use borrowed money for investments that appreciate in value or generate income, e.g., buying property, starting a business, rather than for consumption. 2, buy assets. Second, real estate. Purchase properties that can appreciate in value and generate rental income. Stocks and bonds. Invest in the stock market, focusing on a diversified portfolio to spread risk. Businesses. Acquire or invest in businesses with strong growth potential. Intellectual property. Invest in patents, trademarks, or copyrights that can generate royalty income. 3. Invest on ourselves. Education. Continuously improve your skills and knowledge through formal education, courses, and self-study. Health. Maintain physical and mental health to ensure long-term productivity. Personal development. Work on your mindset, leadership skills, and emotional intelligence. Attention. Marketing and branding. Invest in building a strong personal or business brand to attract opportunities and clients. Networking. Cultivate relationships with influential people in your industry. Content creation. Share valuable content that draws attention to your expertise in business. Other people. Mentorship. Help others succeed by sharing your knowledge and resources, creating a network of grateful and loyal allies. Community building. Invest in building a supportive community around your brand or business. Philanthropy. Give back to society, which can also enhance your reputation and open new doors. Practical steps. 1. Develop a financial plan. Outline your financial goals, strategies, and a timeline for achieving them. 2. Budget wisely. Track your income and expenses meticulously to ensure you are saving and investing effectively. 3. Build multiple income streams. Diversify your income sources to reduce risk and increase overall earnings. 4. Leverage technology. Use financial tools and apps to manage your investments and keep track of your financial health. 5. Stay informed. Keep up with market trends, economic indicators, and new investment opportunities. Summary. Start with borrowing money strategically to invest in high potential assets. Buy assets that appreciate in value or generate income. Invest in yourself, attention, and other people to build a sustainable and growing wealth ecosystem. By following these steps and maintaining a disciplined approach, you can increase your chances of achieving financial success and building lasting wealth.
You see, I even leverage technology, how rich people think. You know, I have so much to say that sometimes in life, you gotta understand something. There's tools out there. If you use your phone or the iPad or the computer, they're as smart as the person using it. How rich people think. We think in terms of what can I use that I could leverage to get things faster. It could be either my message that I want to communicate. It could be how can I get from New Jersey to New York faster. Make sense?
Claro.
But in the financial way, right? How can I get this project from A to Z faster, right? Obviously, I still got to do A, B, C, D, but I'm going to tell you how rich people think. Rich people think in terms of raising capital, debt. This is the secret the super rich, the super wealthy people don't want to tell the world. They raise capital. They have an idea. Mm-hmm. When they need money,
they borrow money.
They raise capital for that idea. They get millions of dollars. For a real estate project, they raise capital. For a business, they raise capital. Because a business is an idea. Right? So, remember, I always say, money is a byproduct of what? Value creation. If you're able to create an idea to solve a problem, right? You're going to attract the money, right? So, becoming rich, getting rich, is easier than what people think, right? But I want people in the world to understand that it's a mindset. It's a way of doing things. The mindset is the operating system. It's like the software to the computer, to the iPad, to the phone, right? It's a way of looking at life. Rich people think in terms of how can I basically buy other people's time? Poor people, they sell their time. Remember, your time is a limited resource, right? But imagine if you become a business owner. Now you could literally leverage other people's time, other people's effort, other people's experience. That's why, like today I was talking to one of my daughter's mother, and I was actually telling her, why do you want to be a realtor? when you could literally get in real estate without having the real estate license, right? Why would I get a real estate license when I could buy real estate with no license? I don't know if it makes sense. So how do rich people think? Simple. We think in terms of who has that license, who has that, who can we leverage? Done.
Claro, Carlos,
Done.
claro, Carlos, disculpa por interrumpirte, pero cuando tú hablas de crear una idea, me da curiosidad porque veo que no todo el mundo tiene esa creatividad de crear ideas.
Okay.
No son como, no tiene esa visualización de ser emprendedor. ¿Cómo tú crees que una persona puede desarrollar esas habilidades?
One book I recommend to basically find that idea, you know, that will spark you
Okay.
and turn it into a business is the Ikigai. Ikigai.
Okay.
Right? Because the thing is, you got to find your purpose. What the world needs, what you're good at, right? What you could get paid for,
Claro.
if it makes sense. Once you find your purpose, you could turn your purpose into a business opportunity.
¿Tú sabes por qué más te hice esa pregunta? Porque veo que cuando yo te presento X proyecto, tú siempre me dices algo y inmediatamente tú tienes una idea para eso. Es decir, no es algo como persona que se tiene que sentar y desglosar cualquier tema o algo, pero tú de una vez dices, oh, mira, ese proyecto está bien y me da la idea desglosada. Entonces, una persona ya que visualiza más allá, de mi punto de vista.
You know why also? I sent you guys a video of John C. Maxwell pretty much saying something. Who could play that video? Pero ve hablando lo que yo busco ese video.
No tengo mi teléfono, pero
But I'm gonna
sí.
look for the video.
Okay.
John C. Maxwell.
Y eso es lo que yo más visualizo, que yo sé que en este mundo pudiera haber más personas que crearan más ideas
I think I found it.
si dedicaran más tiempo a ellos mismos.
And if you're learning more and you're sowing the seeds, you're doing more. And if you're doing more, you just receive more. If you'll start growing today, you'll increase your capacity. It's the capacity increase that is the compounding of personal growth in your life. So you start with where you are and you start growing and you begin to develop these personal growth muscles in your life and you expand your potential until one day when you learn, you don't learn the same as the person beside you. I don't mean this unkindly. I learn faster than you. I learn more than you. But we're hearing the same thing. And it's not because I'm better than you, but I've been doing it for 50 years. So when somebody tells me that, I already have principles to apply to it. I already have examples that I can show to it. It's all there. It all comes together. So the best thing you could do for your future is to be growing absolutely today.
Income and personal development go hand in hand. So understand how rich people think. Rich people understand that if you work hard on yourself, you make a fortune. If you work hard on a job, you're only going to make a living.
Es cierto.
Notice how Warren Buffett says that he normally reads 2 to 4 hours per day. Understand, the minute that you're in your personal development journey, your personal growth, you're going to look at the world totally different. Because now you're here understanding the world, you know, from this person's point of view. You're understanding it from this point of view, from this other point of view, right? Rich people, how rich people think, we think in terms of we rather make $100 of passive money than $1,000 of earned money, right? Because the thing is, remember, earned money is determined by your effort, your energy, your time. Passive money, once you plant the seed, you water that plant, that seed, it becomes a plant, right? And what you sow is what you reap, right? So that's why you see a lot of people get into real estate. Because the thing is, real estate is like pretty much like parking money, saving money, right? Remember, there's a lot of tax benefits in real estate, right? You also have equity. It could get appraised more than what you bought it for, right? You could refinance every 6 months, every year, if it makes sense, right?
Claro.
So I've never understood why a person doesn't go and buy their first home with the FHA loan,
La limitación.
right? Limitations. Rich people think in terms of what? Abundance. Poor people, they're in scarcity. So you got to understand that in life, if you want to change your circumstances, you got to change your mindset. You got to change your operating system.
Es verdad.
¿Me entiendes?
Claro.
No sé por qué no estoy fluyendo 100% yo hoy.
Sí.
Yeah.
Que
And I'm saying it here on video.
Oh, sí. No te sientes que está dando
Every
lo
day I
mejor.
feel my best,
Sí.
if it makes sense.
No, pero no sé, de punto de vista que lo veo que lo está haciendo bien.
Like, for example, look at this book. I just opened it in a random page. In general, rich people and old people, and old people like bonds. For example, I never done stocks, bonds, none of that, right? My thing is business in general, real estate and businesses, right? Whoever wants to do stocks, that's on them. But I'm a firm believer that what I like doing when it comes to business is things that I'm passionate. I just don't do it for the money. I've noticed that most people that do stocks, they just doing it for the money. It is easy to go and invest into a project that is already done. It is harder to start a project from scratch. That's why I like businesses that we could start from scratch. I'm the type of investor that what I invest in is from the idea stage. I like starting projects from the idea, from the thought, to then talking about it, to then doing it.
Okay.
If it
And
makes
then you
sense.
see, like,
Right?
and then tú miras
Yes,
lo que
because
hiciste.
that's why I got these 3 books here too. How rich people think. Obviously, I'm giving you the way I think. I know I'm rich. I know I'm wealthy. You don't got to tell me that.
Claro.
Right? I know I'm a wealthy individual. If it makes sense.
hay muchas-
Right? Because the way I think. First of all, the first thing that I look at when it comes to measuring wealth and poor is how you getting your money. Are you getting your money from exchanging your time for money? See, I don't go with that way. I don't like getting money from, exchanging my time for money. Not even when I open a business, any business dealing that I do. Because that becomes a glorified job,
Claro.
right? I'm not gonna work in the business, I'm gonna work on the business. So I'm more of a passive income type of person. And there's no such thing as passive income. People say there is. Because as an investor, if I go and invest on a business owner, entrepreneur, his idea, he's the one or she's the one doing the work.
Claro.
I'm the one getting the passive income.
Es
Because I'd
cierto.
rather make, a percentage of the pie. From 100% of the pie, I'd rather get 30%, right? Let somebody else run the project, right? Let them be the face of the business while I'm just a silent partner. Than me be the face of the business and me putting in the work. I don't want to be the one dealing with the employees and dealing with the things, right? I just want to work on the business, be the advisor, mentor, coach for the person
Claro.
while they run the show. While nobody knows I'm behind in their ears, right?
Claro.
Why? Because I'd rather earn $100 of passive money than literally earn 1,000
Like,
of
que sea que haga el
working,
trabajo.
right?
Claro.
See, that's my type of mindset. And then when it comes to, the investment of the project, I think in terms of raising capital. Why would I save to invest when I could literally borrow to invest? Understand, people, businesses, banks, institutions, credit unions are there to lend out money.
Claro.
Investor is an identity, just like business owner is an identity, just like an employee is an identity. But I play the role of an investor. How rich people think? Simple. We think in terms of, hey, let somebody else run the show, right? Let me help them raise capital. Let me help them borrow money. Another word for raising capital is borrow money. If it makes sense. When you have a good business idea, there's gonna be a lot of people that are willing to put their money to work. Because
Claro.
there's a lot of people that they want to make what? Passive money. If it makes sense.
Claro.
Right?
No, eso sí.
Make sense or no?
Claro. Las personas siempre quieren tener, no tal vez, una persona con una mente abierta quiere tener dinero pasivo, pero ya una persona si está de empleada es lógico que va a coger un cheque, es decir, para sobrevivir.
Raising capital. Praise for the previous edition of Raising Capital. A definitive guide for entrepreneurs and growing companies that need to raise capital. Why people are here working, exchanging their time for money, when you could literally raise capital. And there's also grants out there. What a lot of people don't know or understand that the government has grants out there for you to buy your first home. They're giving $20,000 right now for young entrepreneurs, young people, so they could buy their first home. A grant. Why people are not getting it?
Porque que el
Why people are not
conocimiento
doing it?
lo mantiene
Free
pobre.
money. To open a business, there's a billion grants out there. Free money. Why people are not doing it? You see, rich people think in abundance. Poor people, they think in lack, in scarcity.
Es cierto. Es así.
You guys are the one managing the time. So
Ok, ajá. Yo puedo
I'm
tener
just
una
talking
pregunta,
whatever's
pero-
on my mind, how rich people think. And
Okay.
hopefully one of you guys get the best out of me. Maybe it's you, maybe it's you, maybe it's you.
Claro.
Any question, get the best out of me. How rich people think on this episode.
Ok, del punto
Today
de
is
vista-
Sunday.
Sí, hoy es domingo.
Sunday fun day. Every day is the same to me.
Yo, del punto de vista que puedo ver este tema es que la persona, como las personas ricas piensan, es que no se limitan. Y lo segundo es que los desafíos lo ven como oportunidad. Sin embargo, cuando tú tienes la mentalidad pobre, tú vas a ver que arriesgarse es algo temeroso, no lo ven como que es algo que lo va a librar tal vez de ir a un trabajo. Y ese de las poco conocimiento que he adquirido, siempre veo que la mentalidad de una persona pesa rico tiene perseverancia, no se da por vencido, es decir, sigue en lo que está tratando de lograr, siempre sigue con su consistencia, esa disciplina, esos buenos hábitos. Es decir, son muchas cosas que las personas ricas se implementan en su vida, que no es nada más ir y sentarse, no. Y a ellos les gusta mucho delegar. Es decir, que lo que ellos saben como el tiempo es apreciado para ellos le delegan muchas cosas a personas para que ellos puedan tener más tiempo para hacer sus cosas que necesitan hacer, para así ellos
So you can have more time to think. How
Claro.
John D. Rockefeller once said, he who works all day has no time to make money. So
Claro.
rich people think in terms of, hey, hold up. If I gotta go to work, I'm not gonna have time to literally make the big money.
Claro.
Impact in the big way, if it makes sense. I wanna play this video real quick. I don't know why the heck this thing is not playing today.
No quiere...
Hoy no quieren nada.
Carlos, ya que tú, porque voy a hablar por ti, ya que tú te consideras una persona rica, yo sé que nada más no en lo económico, pero ya tú como una persona en identificarte rica, ¿cuáles son esas cualidades que una persona rica tiene, a menos tú?
You see, now it's good because now you're asking questions. Okay, what are the qualities that I think a rich person is supposed to have?
Sí.
The number one quality that a rich person's supposed to have is a growth mindset.
Okay.
Because to me, mindset is the operating system. And if your operating system, your mind, is not on growth, there's no way for you to keep learning. So somebody with a growth mindset is a student to the game. It's a person that is an idiot with a plan instead of being a genius with no plan. What I've noticed that most people that are poor, they have a very fixed mindset, limited mindset. They think every opportunity is a scam. Why? Because scam stands for still confused about money.
Es cierto.
Make sense?
Claro.
So to me, that's the number one quality. Once you have a growth mindset, you could literally update your mindset. Let me read this book. I will teach you to be rich. Let me see what he says about, becoming rich. Let me see the mindset. You got me?
Claro.
Now let me read a book about Dave Ramsey, right? Because Dave Ramsey says, hey, don't get in debt.
Claro.
So now you're looking at everybody's perspective. You're looking at this guy's perspective. You're looking at another man's perspective. Now you let me read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Cash Flow Quadrant. Let me read all the books of Robert Kiyosaki,
Claro.
right? Because just Robert Kiyosaki's mindset, Dave Ramsey's mindset,
different.
and other people that write books about, teaching people how to become rich, or listening to Carlos, you're gonna notice everybody's mindset is different.
It's different.
Everybody's way to wealth is different. Everybody, obviously, they probably all have the results that they wanted,
Claro.
but they took all a different path.
Es cierto.
Make sense?
Claro.
I feel like the fastest path to wealth is leveraging debt, borrowing money. Because you could borrow $1 million at a 5%, right? You could literally double it. Even if you don't double it, even if you make a 10% on $1 million, you still make profit.
Claro.
You pay that 5%, you still got 5% on you.
Y lo lindo que tiene ese tiempo que tú, una persona que piensa trabajar por ese dinero, sin embargo, una persona que lo coge prestado, ahorro tiempo, lo invierte y lo incrementa, es decir, lo pone doble.
How rich people think. Rich people think in terms of buying assets first, and then they buy liabilities. You first acquire an asset. What are assets? To me, the first asset that I will acquire that requires the least, and is my passion, is literally a business idea, turning that business idea into a company, right? And then leveraging that company, obviously through funding, through raising capital, and also, through business credit, and leveraging that, if it makes sense. That's the first thing. And then that money that I get from that, then I buy, the home, because obviously the number one expense people have is what?
Like the rent.
The rent, right? And then obviously your car under the business and all that.
Es cierto.
Make sense?
Claro. No, ya esta es la última pregunta que te tenía. Era el turno de Yandy.
All right. So how do rich people think? How do rich people think? Rich people think in terms of leveraging. Leverage is the word that's going to make you rich. That's the only word that literally is in my mind 24/7. How can I leverage other people's effort? Because I'd rather earn 1% of 100 people's effort than 100% of my own effort. I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's businesses than 100% of one business. That's why anything I do, I think in terms of how can I plant a seed so that seed could turn into a tree, and then what you sow is what you reap. I think in terms of I approach every problem very different from how people think, how people approach it. I approach it, how can I help somebody else? Like, for example, how rich people think. If the number one problem that I want to solve right now for myself is my personal brand, I think in terms, how can I basically set up a studio, not just for myself, but a studio also for other people to leverage, right? So they could use and also create their personal brand. So my personal brand now is going to be free. You got it? You don't get it? Because if I'm helping you on your personal brand, you're leveraging my experience and also all the resources we have, right? That's how we are able to help each other. Because now we could create content together. So instead of me buying the tools just for myself, I just associate myself with other people that want to use the same thing, and we're able to create together. Porque la unión está la fuerza. But people don't look at it like that. That's why how rich people think, you got to think in terms of these cameras are yours. This studio is yours. If one of these lights or one of these cameras or any of these mics or anything here gets messed up in the building, pretty much it affects you.
Of course.
If the building is dirty, it affects you. If there's no light, it affects you. You got me? If we can't pay the mortgage, it affects you.
You got to treat everything like it's yours.
Yes.
Treat it good. And also, I feel the difference. You also mentioned a DIY kit. Most people want to do it yourself, but rich people, they know they need a team. If you want to go fast, go alone.
Why? Because an amazing group of talented people who work together to obtain incredible results, right? So that's the thing. We could leverage a team here, the marketing team, between the social media manager, between the video editors, right? Between the branding partners, right? Between the project managers, right? The whole marketing team, because we need to understand the importance of branding. As CEOs of our own company, we need to be head marketer for the brand called us, right? So rich people think in terms, how can I help others? We don't think in terms, how can I help myself? Every time I think, I'm always thinking, how can I help somebody else?
Now I got a question for you, Carlos. I got a couple questions for you. I know they're good questions. What are the 3 most important daily tasks that you feel propel you forward or will propel any human being forward?
In regards to how rich people think.
Correct.
The 3 daily tasks that will propel people forward, I'm going to tell you what's necessary, what's possible, and the impossible. Right?
Yeah.
You want me to start with what? The necessary task.
Of course.
That is going to propel people forward. Understand. Abraham Lincoln has a quote. If you give him 6 hours to cut a tree, he's going to prepare 4 hours And then what? 2 hours to what?
Chop down the tree.
Chop down the tree. The 80-20 rule. So the necessary thing is that you got to understand that 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. So right there, I'm giving you clarity. Because clarity is power. So the necessary thing that you got to do is preparation. Right?
Correct.
So you prepare. So the preparation is in the self-improvement. But I'm going to give you a shortcut how you can prepare faster with a coach mentor. A coach mentor is pretty much helping you get in the elevator instead of taking the stairs. I'm going to give you a story. Let's say a person wants to cross the border from Mexico to the United States. Búscate un coyote. Get a person that's
his route, his routine,
his job.
Yeah.
He knows the way because every day he's crossing people to the border. He already has connections with the cops, the authorities. He already knows the thugs.
Somebody specialized.
Yeah, he's already specialized. But you know what's people's problem? They'd rather cross the border by themselves instead of paying the price to the coyotes to cross them. Right? I'd rather pay the coyote to cross the border than do it myself. If it's a woman, you risk being what? Raped. If you're a man, even though they might not rape you, but understand you might want to carry some money or water or things, survival things, right?
100%.
When you're crossing the river or whatever you got to cross, you might lose all those things because you don't want to also try to cross the border with a bunch of baggage, a bunch of suitcase, book bags and all that.
So basically thinking smart, not hard.
You got to think smart, not hard. You got to be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and timely, right? So the necessary thing, you got to leverage. See, everything goes in leverage, right? In your preparation. So that's necessary, right? What's possible, that is mandatory. Remember, I said 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts, actions. What's possible is for you to take massive action on the plan. Have that map. The map. Massive action plan. How rich people think. We think in terms of, hold up, either get rich or die trying. Who's rich? Let me get his blueprint or her blueprint. Let me get his formula, her formula. Rich people, we have a success formula. We have a success blueprint. Rich people, we think in terms of who has that formula, that plan, who has already got what we want.
Who has the solution to
Who
our
has
problem?
the solution to our problem? If you're poor, your problem is that you're passing opportunities over repeatedly. Poor, P-O-O-R. Watch that video. Why you're poor. If you're poor, it's because you're passing opportunities over repeatedly. When you close the door to negative thoughts, the door of opportunity opens. Opportunities are like
sunrises. If
you wait too long,
you'll miss them.
See? So necessary what I said.
Create a map. Have a map.
No.
Mentor, leverage. Leverage.
You got to prepare.
Correct.
Remember, go by the quote that Abraham Lincoln said. The 16th president of the United States. If you give him 6 hours to cut a tree, 4 hours is going to be to literally alijar the axe. To prepare.
Sharpen the soul.
Sharpen the soul. That's why 2 days ago, in the one of the Bible verse, iron sharpens iron.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
That's why when I play basketball, my preparation, I use you. I use everybody as the teacher. You guys don't know that all you guys make me better. I literally learn something from everybody. I'll see what I like from you. I'll use it for my advantage. What I like from him, I'll use it for my advantage. What I like from him, I'll use it for my advantage. I could literally make everybody train me. You remember, I had 2 girls. I was shooting, and I had 2 girls just giving me the ball. I was literally doing 400 shots per day. That helped me.
Of course.
I got to a level that I was making out of every 20 shots, because I used to do 4 rounds of the three-point line, right? 1. I used to divide the three-point line by 5.
Okay.
The middle, you see, look at my hand. The side.
The corner, the wing, the top.
I don't know the name, you see?
Yeah,
I don't even know the name. I play basketball, I don't even know the names.
All 5.
So 5 thing. 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. That's 100. I used to do 4 rounds. We should do that. But to me, it's easier to do it paying somebody. Paying two people? I'm that ass.
I know.
Because I just want to shoot. I don't want to be giving you the fucking ball. What the fuck I look like? How rich people think. We think in terms of buying people's time. So if I want to improve my shot, if I know basketball, the number one skill set in basketball is putting the ball inside the hoop. If I do 400 shots a day, 5 days a week, 400 times 5 is what?
2,000.
That's 2,000 shots a week. 2,000 times 4 is what?
8,000.
That's 8,000 shots a month. Bro, 8,000 shots a month? No wonder when I shoot, I don't fucking miss. You know what I mean?
Repetition is the mother
And
of
I
the
did
luck.
that for like 2 weeks. Imagine I would have done that for a whole month. My shot would have been fucking on another level. See, I'm here. I don't hide anything. I'm here giving you guys the fucking tool. But understand, how many people are willing to put in the work? Dreams don't work unless you work. How rich people think. We understand that consistency, intensity plus consistency equals progress. Pain plus reflection equals progress. But you got to be obsessed with literally perfecting your craft. If it makes sense. So understand, going back, I haven't gave you the 3 things to answer your question. Preparation is necessary. Possible. Now you prepared. Now you got a map. So now you got to take massive action on the plan. That map, massive action plan. Massive. Notice how I have the word massive. Action. Plan. Remember, this is preparation. Necessary. Massive action plan. Possible. And you want to know what's the impossible? Huh?
What?
Have fucking patience.
Slow and steady.
Delay gratification. The minute you put it in the work, yo, bro, it's crazy, bro. In the process, you got to fall in love with the process, the journey. Because if you don't fall in love with the process, the journey, the plan, the map, something's going to happen. You're going to basically be putting in the work. You're going to have your consistency, your dedication, you're persistent. And it's going to be days that you're like, yo, but I'm not going nowhere. But understand, the day that you less think is the day that you're going to shine. And then you're going to stand out. And that's the impossible.
That's right.
Now you understand my formula, right?
Yeah, but the first law of 12 steps to riches is positive mental attitude.
People fail right there. They give up. It's not over till we win. That's the impossible.
On the other episode, you said...
If you quit, winners never quit.
Of course.
You got me?
You only lose when you quit.
I'm going to tell the world something. For a man or a woman to label me a failure is the day I fucking quit. Guess what, motherfuckers? Yes, motherfuckers. I would never fucking quit. Never say never. I would never fucking quit. Why should I quit? Why should I quit? Do I look like a fucking quitter? It's not over till we win. How do rich people think? It's not over till we win. And we miss 100% of the shots we don't take. So the minute you have your plan, you gotta what? Execute. Remember, we can close the distance between an idea and money. This is why we're successful. But understand, an idea is just a dream without execution. Discipline is the bridge between where you're at right now and where you want to head. Most people, they're not disciplined. Understand how rich people think. We think in terms of what?
Delay gratification, leverage, just maximizing everything. Team, you can't do it alone. Organization.
That's why leverage.
Also action.
How do rich people think? We think in terms of leverage, right? Other people's resources, money, time, effort,
experience.
energy, everything. I leverage everything. You got me? Why would I put it in the work when I could be the brain behind the work? Most people, they don't think.
Thinking is a skill set.
Thinking is a skill set. Just like John D. Rockefeller said, he who works all day has no time to make money. Right? Because understand, he wanted a world of doers, workers, right? Not thinkers.
Now, next question for you, my brother. What were 3 mistakes that prevented you from achieving success earlier or getting to that next step earlier? Like, if you could reflect.
Okay, what is success? 'Cause success, I already have told you guys what success means to me.
Success, building an empire, leaving a legacy.
What were 3 mistakes? If I could go back on time,
3 mistakes that you made that prevented you from excelling, eat faster, or getting to that next level quicker. I don't know if that makes sense.
not surrounding myself around the people that are doing it at the highest level. If I could go back on time right now, I would literally take a flight to Silicon Valley, which I've done it before.
Yeah.
To Cali.
Okay.
I've been in California multiple times, right? And just fucking, where's Mark Zuckerberg? Where's Bill Gates? Where's Steve Jobs when he was alive?
So knocking on
You
the
got
big
me?
doors.
Yes. Where's Carlos Slim? You got me? Where's Elon Musk? You got me? But it's never too late.
It's never too late.
Right? But if I could go back on time, I'll go work for free. Like I'll literally, because I will not accept a paycheck from nobody. But how rich people think, we think in terms of, I'd rather work for free for somebody, doing it at the biggest scale than get a paycheck for somebody doing it at a small scale. Because I don't want security. You get me? Because at the end of the day, look at it like this. You know the wisdom, the knowledge that you could learn from a person, even if they're not paying you, just doing it at the highest fucking level. If we go and study Elon Musk, I'm pretty sure he doesn't even know how to he doesn't know engineering shit. You get me?
Correct.
He knows the basic. Because obviously, when you surround yourself around smart people, automatically, Elon Musk and all those people, if I could go back on time, I'll surround myself around other people smarter than me. That's been my issue. I've been always that guy, like the smartest one in the rooms. Or I'll work all the people, or I'll smart all the people in almost any room. I don't like that.
Your proximity.
Because I always been that idiot with a plan. You get me? I always been that student. How do rich people think? We think in terms of, I'm a student and everybody's my teacher. I look at everybody as a teacher. Like, when you understand that you don't know nothing, that's the day that you literally will maximize your potential. Like, the more I learn, bro, the more I feel like I don't know anything. The more you learn, the more you earn. So, you want to earn more? Learn more. So, that's why the preparation, that's where you literally could master any craft.
Correct. But yet again, knowledge is potential power. Execution is the real power. So, you got to act on the knowledge you have. And also, I feel as if there's a saying, bro, like, if people are still where they're born at, like, you have to escape. And I'll say it for me because it's so crazy.
That's why getting a flight and getting the fuck out. If it makes sense.
Literally.
We're going to do a corporate office in Miami, too, Florida. I want to be around people, like, when I pull up, I want people that pull up with Lambos, Ferrari. You don't see that shit around here. It's depressing. Like, I don't want to be the only one, me and Alex, just with exotic cars. Like, everybody around here, they're fucking poor. You got me? They're still complaining. What's poor? Passing opportunities over repeatedly. They think everything is a scam because they're still confused about money. Right? I really want to see people pull up and, better cars than we. You got me? Pull up. I want friends that tell me, yo, I got a plane. Like, let's go out fucking to Paris. Like, that type of relationship, right? Because your network is your net worth. So, in another word, I don't regret anything, but if I could go back on time, I'll make sure that I'll have a bigger network.
Expand your network.
I'll expand my network, if it makes sense.
1000%.
Right? If I could go back on time too, I'll record my process, my journey. Or I'll record all my failures. Because what a lot of people don't understand about me, that's why I'm very bold. I'm very raw. Yeah. Like, if somebody asks me what been, my downs, like, I'll say it. Because I've never been down. Like, I've never been depressed, anxious, or stressed out. Like, to me, I perform better under pressure. Because I'm the fucking pressure. It's like basketball. Like, I'm that type of guy that put me to swim with sharks. Even if I don't know how to swim. You get me? Because I know if you put me to swim with sharks, sharks are going to sharpen me. Iron sharpens iron. So I feel like That's why you see in the gym, I use all you guys as practice. Because look, if I'm shooting by myself and I shoot and I miss, guess what?
What?
I got to go for the ball. But if I shoot and miss and I'm shooting with you, you're going to give me the ball and I'm going to go for a layup. So, and now we'll do the same thing. So the minute you make 2, that's going to motivate me to make 2 at least. Or make 3.
How rich people
You
think.
see? That's how rich people think, but I'm not gonna be hating on you. I'm gonna look at you like an inspiration or motivation.
1,000%.
You get me? I'm gonna look at you like you're my coach. Like you're one that is inspiring me dreams. Like, yo, Andy made 2 shots on a row.
If he could do it, I could
bro,
do it.
how you made 2 shots on a row? Because I could only make 1. And when I shoot the second shot, I'm missing the second shot. You get me?
1,000%.
So now you're making 3, but I'm making at least 2. You know what I mean?
Iron
So
sharpens
I'm here
iron.
catching you, right? But I'm not looking at you like as a competition. I'm looking at you as you're sharpening me. So one who inspires dream and motivates me to achieve them. So now I'm gonna be at your disposal because I'm gonna be a student and I'm gonna look at you as a coach. So I'm gonna be like, yo, shoot, right? You miss, I'll give you the ball. We can help each other. Or let's play a game, you know. Take 10 shots, blah, 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 you 10, 10, 10,
Just
right?
iron sharpens
So
iron.
you're going to be a person who's going to build my character and potential through belief and encouragement. Because when I miss, you're going to be like, yo, Carlos, when we were practicing, what I used to tell you? Keep shooting. You miss 100% of shots you don't take. What you lack in skills, make it up in numbers. So you're going to encourage me. You're not going to try to bring me down, if it makes sense. Like today, we were playing, bro, Anthony made, shout out to Anthony. He made fucking 3 shots, bro. Yo no iba metido 1 shot. He was talking shit. I literally had to fucking bring the emergency on his ass. I'm like, he's like, you haven't made a shot. I'm like, nigga, you made 2-3 shots and you think you're God. When you make 2-3 shots, I made 300 shots, bro. Like in front of everybody, I had to tell him, yo, we won that game, bro. Yo, we won that game. But someone who touches your life
funny,
forever,
yo.
right? So a person that is building my character, like I literally take that as fuel. When I play better basketball than a person that literally started playing basketball before me, that says a lot about me. That says that I'm a high achiever. That says that whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe it can achieve. That says that hard work, consistency,
Beats talent.
working smart, beats talent. What separates the best from the rest is mindset. So
Facts.
since he has a negative mindset to prove it, yo, bro, you're in my same team. Instead of you basically, because when you miss, but he took literally to make 3 shots. I want him to see this video. Send him this fucking video. He literally took 20 shots, bro, to make 3 or 4.
Funny, yo.
Right? Love you, Anthony.
I can't
But
imagine
if
that.
Anthony and me, if he challenges me for a game 1-on-1,
Yeah.
I would even play him. You can't compare a cheetah with an elephant.
Now, next question
When
to
you know how fast you could literally go,
you don't got nothing to prove
you don't
to
got
nobody.
nothing to prove. When he literally said that, there was 1 billion people there. I'm not gonna stay quiet. They say, oh, stay silent. Fuck yeah. I'm a man of character. That's why I don't give a fuck about my reputation. Because reputation, you gotta literally pay the rent every day. And I'm not gonna basically wait for other people to give it to me. Like, bro, I'm one of the fucking best shooters fucking there. Humbly, fuck yeah, speaking. See, that's how rich people think. We think in terms of character, not reputation. Because look, for example, how just because in one game he had fucking 3 points and I hadn't made 1 point, and this fucking guy is here getting mad at the other team, getting mad at his team. He thought he was gonna have leverage. Like, nah, bro, I'm not gonna give you leverage. Like, you my boy, I love you and all that, but you come with some bullshit, I'm gonna bring the emergency. Like, yo, bro, like, fuck out of here. Love you, but I'm one of the best shooters here. Just because you made 3 shots doesn't make me.
Doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't
at the
mean
end of the
anything.
day.
You get me?
Now,
Yo, bro, we won that game, bro. Underdog. Because the energy, yo, Anthony, I love you, bro, but that negative energy, bro, everybody be going crazy when he's there. Me and you are the only people that literally can calm him down. But fuck.
Troy funny. I don't like God, but Troy was like, you could walk in with your eyes closed and spot him out.
Who?
Anthony, if you go into the gym with your eyes closed, you can spot him out where he's at. James,
Yo,
like
his energy, because you could spot me out too.
Of course.
But Anthony, what the fuck, bro?
Both, yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo.
How rich people think. We think in terms of, and I said a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. That's another quote that could literally, a translation, a metaphor to that quote. John D. Rockefeller once said, he who works all day has no time to make money. So if you buy an asset that produces cash flow, right?
Passive
even if you
income.
break even, I'd rather break even, build equity, have equity. See, poor people think in terms of, they don't know what equity is. They think in terms of wages. Rich people think in terms of profits. You got me? Equity. I want equity from the thing. I want profits.
Delayed
You got me?
gratification.
I want passive income. Because I'd rather make $100 of passive money than 1,000 of earn. Because what's easier, to borrow $1 million or to work for $1 million?
Borrow.
Why people aren't doing it? How rich people think. We think in borrowing money.
Now
That's nothing bad. And
It's
even
not.
in the Bible, bro, because I want you to bring Bible verses. It says that the borrower is a slave to the lender. Right?
Correct.
I'd rather be the slave to the lender than literally be a slave to the master telling me what to do. So you see, there's levels to all these shits.
Everything's a choice.
And there's a video of Donald Trump. Man, I gotta play that video. It's gonna impact, which I'm gonna look for that video. Where Donald Trump is told, what's that sports analyst in the NBA that he just got an $18 million, $25 million contract? That he's both, he's black.
It's not Stephen A.
Yo,
Can't be
bro,
Stephen A.
Donald Trump gave him one
I
tip.
see his face.
And Donald Trump, literally, that one tip, it is easier to borrow 300 millions than to borrow.
Donald Trump, another one. That man don't give up.
Oh, I gotta play this video too.
You're not going to like this one, but this is how it works. Poor people spend their money and then they might invest a little bit they've got left. They put it into investments. Where rich people do the opposite. What they do is they invest their money first and then they spend what's left. Then over time, their investments grow and grow and grow to give them passive income. And then they've got loads of money to spend what they want. Whereas the poor people are trading their time and working all the hours and then spending. Rich people now don't need to work because their investments are paying for their lifestyle. You're not going to like this one.
You see, rich people, we don't have to work because our investments are the one paying for our lifestyle, if it makes sense, right? But hear this one.
To become a billionaire, then you have to think like a billionaire. Billionaires do not think about pennies and cents and dollars. They think big, and they think of ways of getting there, not of ways of not getting there. Most people learn how to fail and not to succeed. It's a mindset. When they developed Tesla, everybody thought, not a new idea. But they were persistent, they were convincing, and they could see something that most people did not see. The same thing with Google, the same thing with Apple. They were providing something that people were looking for, but they did not know how to put it together. So if you want to be a billionaire, you have to start thinking what will work, and not only what will fail. Billionaires look at their experience and say, this did not work, what can I learn from it? You have to change the way you think. Think about it.
You see, everything lands in mindset. How rich people think. Thinking
It's a skill set.
is your operating system. If your operating system is not, if you're not nourishing, updating your computer, your mind, right? Our bodies are hardware. Our mindset is our software, right? If you're not updating constantly your software, which is your mindset, how are you going to be able to make decisions? How are you going to be able to be independent and not have to depend on the government, not have to depend on a boss, all right? Somebody to pay you, right? You got to update your mindset, right? Character, notice that people of character are normally more leaders,
Correct.
right? People, because the thing is, people more of character, when somebody tells us what to do, we already want to attack them.
Not
Attack. So, if somebody tells me what to do, I literally go into negative mode. Because I'm not wired for people to tell me what to do. You got me? Unless you fucking have the results in that area, and those are the results I want, I would not listen to you. Like, I'm stubborn. Because I already have a way of learning. And I only learn, I'm very open-minded, but there's people that I don't have no interest. Like you can learn something from everybody.
Correct.
But there's people that like I could see 10 people with abs, but that's not the type of abs I want. You know what I mean? Just because you got abs doesn't mean you got nice, exotic abs. Like, I have exotic abs. You got me? I have exotic abs. Look. And the funny thing is, I'm not even in shape right now. I gotta lose 3% body fat. But the V shape that I get, and the abs, how I get it, and how my body looks overall, balanced with the leg, like, people don't gotta tell me, like, I look good. I tell my own self. A woman doesn't have to tell me I look good. I know I look good. I see people's body. How rich people think? We think in terms of what we value as rich. For example, even in food, hot chocolate. In Dominican Republic, my grandmother, when I used to go there, rest in peace, that grandmother of mine used to make the hot chocolate with water, bro. Con el chocolate embajador. Here in the United States, my grandmother that raised me, the one that brought me to the United States, she used to make my hot chocolate with carnation milk. Because my standards were up. They were not even hot chocolate with regular milk. Because I don't fuck with regular, I like regular milk too, but once I tasted carnation milk,
you can never go back.
You can never go back. Once you already got your standards, if you already tasted a pina colada or your standards are already on X level. Rich people think and raise your standards, and the universe is gonna meet you there on everything you do.
Being a dictator, knowing what you want. And
yes, I'm a dictator. And when I say I want that, I don't give a fuck when people be like, oh, start with this. Nah, fuck you. I'd rather not have it with that.
Now I got a question. Oh, not settling, in other words, but last question to finish my stance here. From starting out with nothing to getting where you are now, what was the biggest turning point in your journey?
Repeat that again?
From starting out with nothing to getting where you are now, what was the biggest turning point in your journey?
From starting from nothing
to getting where you are now, what was the biggest turning point in your journey?
The biggest turning point? Wow, they deleted the video. Wow. They deleted the video of the message that Trump said. Yo, if they deleted that video, but that video was enough. But we got to get that video. On the next episode, another episode, we got to play it. Somebody got to have a copy of that video. But pretty much, the basketball guy, the sports analyst, he was saying that Trump told them one advice. It is easier to borrow $300 million than $3 million. Because when you borrow $300 million, something happens.
What?
The bank is your partner on another level.
Correct.
If you go down, they go down. But when you borrow $3 million, you're in trouble. In another word, he said. In another word, do it big. Think big. You have to think anyway. That's one of Trump's quote. Might as well think big. How rich people think? We think big. We dream big. But what's the question again?
Go big or go home, basically. From starting out with nothing to getting where you are now, what was the biggest turning point in your journey?
I don't feel like I started with nothing. Because nothing for everybody's different. To me, if you have a roof over your head, if you have, people that love you, and you literally have God, you have, knowledge, experience, talents, you're not starting from nothing. So I don't go with what the world says, like you lose everything. Like I could literally, every day when I start, I look at everything like I'm starting from zero. Every day, when you look at your life, how rich people think. I'll go pound to pound with any rich person. If they don't think like that, you will never become rich. Poor people, they think in terms of, hold up, like rich people, okay, we count our blessings. But understand, what you did yesterday, it has nothing to do with what you're doing today. It's like basketball. The numbers you put out yesterday, they were yesterday's numbers. The numbers you put out in today's game, it doesn't count for the next game.
The rent for success is due every day.
You know, every game, we got to put up our numbers. We got to pay our dues. So I look at everything, we're starting from zero. Like, it's like sports. Every new game, everybody's 0-0. The opposite team that has 0, we got 0. You got me? So I look at money the same way. You got me? Every time I'm going to buy something, that's why I say I could buy anything I want. Anything. Ask me, challenge me. Say, hey, how would you buy pa. And I could do a video. How I could buy anything live. Literally, how I could literally create a business idea, everything. We should do that exercise.
Okay.
I'm serious. It could be a car, a house, anything. Because you do got to attach something to a material possession, believe it or not. Remember, it's be, do, have. Ser, hacer, tener. So where people fail is that they don't know what they want.
Gotta have clarity.
But when you have clarity on what you want, for example, if you want a Ferrari, a Lambo, or even a Range Rover, you got to understand that a person with an employee mindset, they cannot afford that. Because you got to exchange so much time to pay for that. So you got to be on passive income. You got to be making money of other people's effort. You got to be either a boss, a manager,
gotta
leader.
Be on the right side of the
you got
quadrant.
me. You got to be in the right side of the quadrant, business owner, investor. As an employee, yo, bro, I'm not saying as an employee you cannot make that. But you got to literally be a fucking basketball player type of employee. You got me? There's levels to employees, right? You got to be an athlete, like you got to be a high level employee.
High paid employee.
You know what I mean?
1,000%.
In the top 1%.
I feel like everybody.
Emily and everybody, time, I'm not watching the time.
Journey is different, but what was the turning point in your life?
Turning point of my life, what? Again.
How rich people think. That you updated your mind saying you was like.
You see, good thing that even on the cameras happen. Rich people, we think in terms of one thought, domino effect. We focus on one fucking thing. And then we water that one thing till that one thing pays for everything else, solves every other little problem. Poor people, they think in stopping all the little fires. Like, I don't care about the little fires. You got me? All I care is about solving one big problem, and that one big problem is a domino effect, and it covers everything else. Like, I don't focus in the minutiae, the little things. I just handle the big problem, and the big problem just solves everything else.
Thank you for your time, bro.
No problem. How rich people think. Rich people think in terms of, we don't give a fuck. We just simply don't give a fuck. You got me? Rich people, we think in terms of fuck you money. You know what's fuck you money, Emily? Huh?
No.
Fuck you money is money that you could even leverage to even get a girl. Have you noticed that rich people, they have the women that they want? It is easier for a rich person to get the woman that he dreams of than a poor person to get the woman of his dream. Facts?
Yeah.
Why?
They use money.
You see? They use money as a leverage, as a tool to attract them. Because look at it like this, how rich people think. A woman that is making $50,000 a year, right? A rich man comes to her life, and the rich man, all he got to be like, hey, don't go to work. Who's going to pay for my bills? Who's going to pay for my nails? Blah, 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 blah. Here's 50 grand. One time. You literally made $50,000 in 2 seconds instead of making $50,000 for a whole year. Now you literally got $50,000 and your time to become a better person.
Yeah.
But most people, most women,
No lo usan para eso.
no lo usan. You know what they do? They'll fumble the bag. They'll take that money and blow it out because it's like winning the lottery.
Yeah.
You get $50,000 when you literally get $50,000 in a period of a whole year, and that $50,000 to pay bills. Now a rich guy gave it to you. You didn't earn it.
No.
It was just simply handed to you. So you don't know how to get it.
Sí, porque
So you're going to fumble the bag.
Todavía tiene la misma mentalidad de cuando trabajaba.
Yeah, so you have the same mentality from when you used to work.
Sí.
You understand? So now you understand how rich people think. You got to update your mindset?
Yeah.
Because if not, you're going to fumble the bag.
Yeah.
That $50,000, you know what you're going to do? What you do with the money. You touch 10 grand, and 10 grand, literally, you blow it in a month something, 2 months, paying this, paying that. Oh, I gotta pay this, pay that. You got me?
Yeah.
Because you got a poor mindset. But now your mindset is not that poor. Because poor is what? Passing opportunities over repeatedly. Now you haven't passed on the opportunity to become the business yourself.
No.
Now you have Anne's belief.
Yeah.
You're the business, right?
Yeah.
So now you're working on your vision, your dream, right? What questions you have for me, Emily, when it comes to how rich people think?
Okay.
And what stories can you basically tell the world? Because now I could say, or maybe you could say that you're adapting a richer mentality. As we move forward, right? Or what type of mentality you're adapting? What questions? Tell me.
Ok. Mi primera pregunta para ti sería que si en tu mentalidad está la palabra no.
No to me means next option, next opportunity. Like, I can tell people no, but people cannot tell me no. It's crazy. Like, I tell 99.9% of people no.
Okay.
My no's are so fast that people don't even gotta ask me.
Yeah.
You got me? Just by looking at my face is an automatic no.
La diferencia de ti y otra persona es que si tú se lo dices a otra persona, esa persona se va a estancar en ese no.
Yeah.
Pero tú no te vas a estancar.
Yo no me estanqueo. Like, I don't get stuck. If a person tells me no, okay, I'll figure a way. Like, I'm gonna do things with people or without people. I'm gonna do it with that person or without that person. I'm gonna do things regardless. Like, one thing about me, I take ownership, full responsibility for every action, everything I say, and all my thoughts. So I move everything with a sense of urgency. So a no to me is fewer in reality. If a person tells me no in the business level, I'll literally go a different route and I'll prove to myself that I didn't need that person. Even if I didn't win today or tomorrow, in a week, a month, a year, but I'm gonna make sure that, because the best revenge is massive success. And in the personal level, the same thing, Emily. A woman has never told me no. Because I wouldn't even ask a woman. You gotta be smart as a man before you ask a woman even to go for a lunch, eat. I have all my life women being the ones that ask me, oh, can we go for coffee? I don't even drink coffee. Oh, can we go out to eat? I'm dead ass. I'll say it on camera. I've been that guy all my life. I never have asked a woman, like, let's go out to eat. Fuck I look like. I'm the catch. The thing is, the way I approach things is different from people. How rich people think, we think in terms of attracting things, not chasing things. Poor people, they chase things. See, poor people chase money. Rich people, we think in terms, how can we attract money? Reels, YouTube shorts, you see? All these things could go viral, and they coming from my heart. That's why when we record an hour, 2 hours, live stream, I don't care about perfection. All I care is about progress. Fuck perfection. This up your ass. Like, I'm that ass. Like, I don't care. Like, yo, put negative comments. I value negative comments more than positive comments. I don't care about positive comments. Yo no necesito gente que me la den. I'd rather negative comments. Notice, what goes faster? Negativity or positivity?
Negatividad.
So I'd rather people, spread out the negative things from me. I want to go viral from negative stuff. Who the fuck he think he is? He think he rich? Con dinero, sin dinero, siempre hago lo que quiero. Mi palabra es la ley. You ever heard that? Mis acciones son la ley. Judge a tree by the fruit it bears.
Yep.
You got me? At the end of the day, I don't gotta tell people I'm rich. Like, I could literally, I value myself naked than with clothes. When I played basketball, I got all my life, I used to play shirtless. And I don't play with underwears porque I don't want to let my dick hang. And I do need sneakers. I've never walked barefoot. Like, not even in the house. I cannot walk barefoot. I can only be barefoot when I'm taking a shower. I feel crazy.
Yep.
Because I don't like my feet dirty. Rich people, we think in terms of being organized, systems, process. You got me? Business optimization, secrets, strategies, boss.
Business administration.
Boss. The definition for boss. We're gonna do another video to define the word boss. A boss. Pero ask me a question. Get the best out of me. Remember, world. Put some questions in the comments so I could next probably podcast. I could literally answer those questions for people, right? Or you guys get the best out of me.
Okay.
How do rich people think? Well, ask me anything. Or say anything. Create content for yourself.
Voy a decir como yo pensaba antes acerca de esa mentalidad. Yo antes me ponía limitaciones de que si no podía hacerlo me quedaba ahí. Pero ahora ya como me estoy educando, estoy invirtiendo en mí, me estoy dando cuenta que el cerebro no sabe no. Que si tú le dices al cerebro no piensa en un gato, él va a pensar inmediatamente en el gato. So tú no le puedes como cerrar, no puedes cerrarte la puerta a ti mismo porque tú como quiera vas a pensar en eso. Pero entonces, ¿para qué tú no pensar en lo que tú quieres y solamente enfocarte en eso? Entonces ahora yo me estoy enfocando en lo que yo quiero, no en lo que yo no puedo.
So you're playing offense now. Rich people, how do rich people think? We think in terms of playing offense, not playing defense. Poor people, they think in playing defense. What's defense? Oh no, my expenses. Oh no, my bills. You get me? Oh no. Rich people, we think in terms of how can we generate more instead of how can we save more? How can we hoard more? How can we spend less? Like, I've never had a budget. I'm dead ass. I've never in my life had a budget. The fuck I look like, oh, let me put a budget. Like, my money always been unlimited. Because the way I look at life, like, if I want to buy something, I've never said I don't have it. I say, how can I have it? How can I get it? You get me? Like, I've never put myself any limitations. How do rich people think? We think in terms of abundance. We don't think in terms of scarcity. Mm-hmm. We think in terms of how can I do this? How can I do that? How can I acquire that? Make sense?
Sí.
Like most people, I've noticed too one thing about how rich people think. We think in terms of the deadlines. If it takes an average person 30 years to accomplish something, I put myself a deadline of 30 minutes. How can I get it? Literally 30 minutes. Because in 30 minutes, if you block 30 minutes of your time to create a plan of how you could get that, how can I afford that? Let's say you want that dream car or that dream home, right? What's the one thing that you want the most?
House.
Okay, let's say you want that house. It's easy. Especially your first home with the FHA loan, 3.5% down payment. You literally download the app, NJMLS, Zillow, right? Now you say, you go into details. People's problem is they don't go into detail. You say you want a house. Now, where do you want that house? What town? Now you pick the town. Let's say Passaic County, right? Or anywhere you want that house, right? Now you go into the house, right? How many units, right? Multifamily, 3 units, 4 units, right? So let's say you want a 4 unit, right? Because you want to live in the basement, attic. You want to rent out the rest, right? So then you basically go there and you put basically, for the down payment, you put 3.5% down payment from the dollar amount that the total of the house. So that's the dollar amount that you need. But most people, they're like, oh, I need $1 million. No, you don't need a fucking $1 million. So look at it like this. Basic numbers. Let's say, how much is the house that you want? Let's say you want a $300,000 home. You put 300,000 times 3.5%. That's 10,500. So you say, I need 15 grand. You round it up, it's 10,500, but you say, I want 15,000. You need 15,000, right? So now you say, you take a piece of paper, you write what you want. You gotta have a vision board, the home, right? You already know around how much the house that you want. So you know that you need only 15,000. But you know what most people think? Oh no, I need 300,000. No, say, how can I get those 15,000? Now you get creative. Now you're like, okay, how can I get those 15,000? I'm gonna give you, how can you get the 15,000? There's grants also that you could get, government grants.
Okay.
You could get money, you could borrow money from friends and family, especially family, people that live in your same house. Because if you're living with your brother, your sister, you know, your mom, everybody's contributing to the rent. Why not get 3 people to put 5,000, 5,000, 5,000? That's 15,000. Yeah, now y'all buy one home for all of y'all. Right?
Yeah.
But people are stupid. They don't work together. There's no leadership in people's houses. How rich people think. We think in terms of how the Jews think. Well, let's work together. En la unión está la fuerza. So now that 15,000, but now people are gonna be, I got no credit. Fuck your credit. Forget about the credit. Just take the first step, right? Now, contact the realtor, right? Oh, but you need a pre-approval. Become friends with the fucking realtor. Now you become friends also, the realtor is gonna have also loan officers, right? Mortgage officers,
Yeah.
lenders that are friends. Now you literally assembling your team to buy the home. Now you got the agent that's gonna be bringing you the deals. Now that agent is gonna be like, okay, oh, but how can we fix the credit? Or what other ways can we basically buy without the credit? Now you can buy through the business, which is better. 10, 20% down payment. And understand, when you're buying something, understand that you can negotiate what you're buying. So rich people, how rich people think, we think in terms of negotiation. Just because they're selling me something for 300 grand doesn't mean I'm gonna pay 300. See, the average Joe Smoke, when they're buying a house, poor people, they don't even negotiate.
No.
You got me? They just, what it is, they take whatever percentage even the lender's giving. They don't understand that the lenders, let's say it's 5%, the interest rate. You could literally negotiate that. People don't know that.
No.
Or you could get other lenders because everybody's fighting to lend you the money. Do you know that?
No.
Do you know there's a billion lenders that will lend you the money to buy that property? One lender said no, no problem. Another lender will say yeah. Even with fucked up credit, you could buy a home. Obviously, the monthly mortgage payment is going to be higher. Pero eso lo de menos because that could get fixed. Do you know that certain things could get fixed right away?
Ahora sé.
Huh?
Ahora sé.
Where there's a will, there's a way. How rich people think. We think in terms of how can we get this done faster, quicker.
Yeah. Lo que pasa con la pobre es que ellos solamente se buscan el problema, pero no saben si tienen la misma mentalidad, no van a encontrar la solución.
How long have we been recording for?
Ya.
1 hour and 27 minutes? Okay, what else?
Yeah.
Follow us, subscribe to the channel, share the video.
If you don't like
Put
it.
a comments. If you don't like the video, just put a dislike. You're doing me a favor, just put a dislike. Just do something. But don't just fucking stand there like a fucking dick or a pussy. You don't like the video? Or you don't like what I say? No problem. Say, right, fuck you, Carlos, on the comment. You doing me a favor. Or do something. I value negative comments more or constructive criticism than positive.
Así crecemos.
That way we grow. You got me? I'm not doing this shit for the view. There's a higher thing, which I'm going to put this last video to basically explain that. Yo Gotti said that. Look what he said. Fuck.
Another thing I picked up from Jay is
I am an excessive risk.
People,
Fuck. Oh, but let's see this.
People stay poor because they're afraid of other poor people judging them for trying to get rich. People want you to lose because it helps them justify the risks they chose not to take. Poor people stay poor because they're afraid of other poor people judging them for trying to get rich. People.
You see? Poor people stay poor because they're afraid that other people that are poor are going to judge them for what? Taking the risk. That's why think big and don't listen to people who tell you what can be done.
Yeah.
But listen to this.
the thing I picked up from Jay is focusing on your impact, not just the money. You know what your impact is, how many people you can help. You know how many people you can help along the way. How much change you can help change. How many people you can pull up. How many people you could voiceless people you can speak for. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother rich in itself. You know, another thing I picked up from Jay is focusing on your impact.
Meaning, focus on your impact. We're focused on the impact, not the income. And helping people that don't have a voice have a platform so they could basically what?
Compartir su conocimiento con otros.
Share their blessings with others. Willing to share their blessings with others. Watch all the other episodes that we've done. Right? Why you're poor, willing to share your blessings with others. What else?
Okay.
Pain or regret.
Willingness to share.
Willingness, I said it.
Yeah,
Pero
okay.
making a long story short, world, hey, I'm just here going on a rant. Just whatever's in my mind to be able to help people pay it forward. You get me? I know what it is to be in your shoes, to be, in a position where you think there's not a way. There is a way. Yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way. Don't lose hope. Connect to God spiritually. Connect to yourself. You got me? Have a relationship with God and yourself. You got me? Start nourishing your mindset, your mind, your mental. Start working your body, right? Start basically getting your emotions right. Stop basically taking everything that people tell you personal, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
I didn't make a shot. Simple. No problem. How many times I make 1 billion shots? You got me? You got me? Sometimes people are not battling against you. They're battling against themselves. Because your worst enemy is yourself.
Yeah.
Es mentira. Raise capital, borrow money, read different books, and also go the passive income way, not the earned income way. Es mentira. Ya. Corta.